stand. You may be seated. The transitions of life are celebrated best with others. These transitions happen in places and around events, but without people, places are lonely and events lose their meaning. Yet even in the middle of a global pandemic, you have worked hard to make a safe and creative way to have the people you care about be present and participate, even if they can't be here. And this transition into marriage is so beautiful for you today, with all of these people to share it with, whether in person, by the internet, or just by sending their well wishes and thoughts and to be celebrated with later. So to all of you here, welcome. Holly and Colin and their families are so grateful for you all, celebrating with them this day. Now let us pray together. God of love, who gives us the longing for and capability of loving, we give you thanks for Holly and Colin, for their open hearts and willing spirits, and for the example of love that they embody in our presence. We give thanks that you are here with them on this joyous occasion as they express promises of commitment to each other. May this evening be sacred and meaningful. May it capture the promises they are making and provide memories to give them strength. We ask you to bless not only this ceremony and the celebration that will follow, but please continue to bless the life that they build together. It is to you we lift our thoughts, you the love that beats with each heart and connects us to each other. Amen. Will Colin and Holly's parents please stand? Parents are very special to a bride and groom. They have helped shape your lives up into this point, and their continued love and support is needed. We want to give the parents of the bride and groom an opportunity to publicly affirm Holly and Colin's relationship. Who presents this woman and this man to be married to each other?
We do.
We welcome Colin into our family and give our blessing to this marriage.
We welcome Holly to our family and we bless this marriage.
And Colin and Holly, you are entering into a new combined family, each of you. Will you give to this new family your trust, your love, and your affection?
We will.
We will. Good. And parents, you may be seated as Holly's brother Forrest comes forward to offer a reading.
This is I Like You by Sandal Stoddard Warburg. I like you, and I know why. I like you because you are a good person to like. I like you because when I tell you something special, you know it's special. And you remember it a long, long time. You say, remember when you told me something special? And both of us remember. When I think something is important, you think it's important too. We have good ideas. When I say something funny, you laugh. I think I'm funny, and you think I'm funny too. I like you because you know where I'm ticklish, and you don't tickle me there except just a little tiny bit sometimes. But if you do, then I know where to tickle you too. You know how to be silly. That's why I like you. If I'm getting ready to pop a paper bag, then you're getting ready to jump. I like you because when I'm feeling sad, you don't always cheer me up right away. Sometimes it's better to be sad. You want to think about things. It takes time. I like you because if I'm mad at you, then you are mad at me too. It's awful when the other person isn't. I can't remember when I didn't like you. It must have been lonesome then. Even if it was the 999th of July, even if it was August, even if it was way down at the bottom of November, even if it was no place particular in January, I would go on choosing you, and you would go on choosing me, over and over again. That's how it would happen, every time.
Colin and Holly, you are both loved deeply by God, by your family, by your friends, and by each other. You each have special gifts and talents, personality traits, and dreams. But sometimes it takes another person to help us see all of the goodness that there really is within us. Holly, Colin recollects the first time you came over to his apartment with friends. Your beauty caught his attention, but you followed it up with intelligence and your fun-loving personality. It started there. You welcoming him into your friend group, you fitting into his so easily. A glimpse of the kind and thoughtful woman who dreamed of social work. And then he saw you really put into practice your values, all that you were learning, and with everyone. With him, with your family, with your friends, and even complete strangers. You living your passions genuinely drew him to you. And he wanted to be around you. He knew you were something special. He explained that he had to get out of his comfort zone, and I think that was a little hard for him, and he had to woo you. And he had to keep trying and trying. Even when you said you weren't looking for a boyfriend, there was no way he couldn't at least give it a try and his best shot. And he is sure happy you finally found something you liked in him. It just so happens that the you that each of you is so wonderfully highlights the you that the other is. Colin, Holly admires many things about you. Your silliness and your humor, your love for music and your work ethic, your thoughtfulness. You're great at solving problems and a special knack for those problems that involve hands-on issues. You are caring and you help others without even a second thought. You're always present in the moment, and you draw her into the right now to appreciate things just as they are. And she loves how close you are to your family and how you are playful and protective of those you love. You are respectful at all times, and she values how both of you are more quiet people around others. You enjoy exploring subjects and talking in depth together. But y'all have some differences, maybe some things that are a struggle to appreciate with each other, right? Yes. There's some basics, like Holly's really into true crime and Colin's more into sports. But there's some bigger ones. I understand that someone is quite the competitor. And one of you is more of a talker when there are things that need to be worked out, while the other is more quiet when making a decision. One tends to be more logically driven, and one tends to be more driven by feelings. One may be a bit more set in their routine when it comes to activities and hobbies, and the other is often ready to try anything new. In life together, differences are where couples struggle to understand one another and to keep a common vision. But difference is also the place where creativity is generated. It's where you find balance, and it can bring out the best in both of you. In all of your life together, every situation, honor and respect your differences, but never let them overshadow your points of connection. You have both worked hard over the years to create strong communication patterns that are useful in the hard realities of partnership. And you've leveraged your unique strengths to grow. Colin's personality has inspired Holly to try new things, see new perspectives, and she said even come out of her shell. And Colin is so thankful for how Holly has helped him find ways to be more aware of how things are said and how they affect others. You both found ways to deeply connect. I loved that Holly explained that Colin understands the intricacies of her communication style, often without even words. Y'all are comfortable just being together, even in silence. And you both admitted separately that you are free to be truly yourself with each other. You're silly. Don't ever forget that. You dance and sing. You can watch TV and listen to music. You can enjoy the little everyday moments of happiness. Y'all become a home for one another, a place where love is given and where it is received. And being each other's home is essential for you. The paths that your careers and your choice of service is leading you is not an easy path. And you both value the ways you support one another. Y'all help each other remember what you can control and what you can't. And you find safety and joy in each other when the problems that you face and that we all face in our world are anything but safe and joyful. You've created this life over the past 9 years. You've grown and changed and have found a way to do that all in partnership. And that's what this ceremony is about. Committing to continue to grow and change, not separately, but together. Promising to find a way to reconnect, no matter what, to share your new ideas, your new perspectives, promising to listen with an open mind to the other, making space for the other as well. It's a balancing act, a promise to put some of those aerial yoga skills to practice. And even when you fall or the dismount is sloppy, and I know you've been through school together, you know how much of a commitment and how much learning requires you to give of yourself. In Les Miserables, Victor Hugo writes, "You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be truly alone again. And great happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved, loved for ourselves, and even loved in spite of ourselves. You are here today promising to learn to love by giving of yourselves in marriage, committing to choose kindness and to love the other in spite of themselves, and to trust that the other will do the same. Today, you are promising to the other and to yourself never to be alone again, even in disagreements and when separate. You're choosing to give of yourself to another because the two of you can create so much more than you ever could alone. And you will continue to co-create together. Adventures, a loving home, dirty dishes and memories, ordinary moments, struggles, and even amazing Halloween costumes. You will create love, the very love that runs through everything that is. That is the love that calls us all towards life more beautiful and more meaningful, and it is always so much more meaningful and beautiful together. So in honor of that love, a love that originates from the God that is relationship, I invite you both to declare your intent of this new level of commitment of marriage with these promises and vows. Colin, I ask you now, in the presence of God and these witnesses, do you commit your life to Holly? Do you promise to love, cherish, honor, and protect her through all the changing seasons of life? And do you promise, forsaking all others, to be faithful only to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Holly, I ask you, in the presence of God and these witnesses, do you commit your life to Colin? Do you promise to love, cherish, honor, and protect him through all the changing seasons of life? And do you promise, forsaking all others, to be faithful only to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
In a moment, I'll ask you each to repeat after me your wedding vows. And the wonderful thing about repeating them is you get to hear them more than once. A vow is a solemn oath, a covenant, a sacred promise. And yes, they're spoken words, but you must take action. So as you proclaim these vows, may it be something that you speak not only with your lips, but that you speak with your lives as well. So Colin, please repeat after me. I, Colin, take you, Holly,
I, Colin, take you, Holly,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise to laugh with you in joy,
I promise to laugh with you in joy,
to grieve with you in sorrow,
to grieve with you in sorrow,
and to grow with you in love.
and to grow with you in love.
I will be faithful to you
I will be faithful to you
and honest with you.
and honest with you.
I will delight with you
I will delight with you
in all that life has to offer.
and all that life has to offer.
I will hold you with tenderness and compassion.
I will hold you with tenderness and compassion.
I promise to be giving and forgiving,
I promise to be giving and forgiving,
to make you laugh
to make you laugh,
and to laugh at myself.
and to laugh at myself, also guaranteed.
I will trust and value your opinions.
I will trust and value your opinions.
I promise to choose you
I promise to choose you
this day and every day,
this day and every day,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
And now, Holly, will you repeat after me? I, Holly, take you, Colin,
I, Holly, take you, Colin,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to laugh with you in joy,
I promise to laugh with you in joy,
to grieve with you in sorrow,
to grieve with you in sorrow,
and to grow with you in love.
and to grow with you in love.
I will be faithful to you
I will be faithful to you
and honest with you.
and honest with you.
I will delight with you
I will delight with you
in all that life has to offer.
in all that life has to offer.
I will hold you with tenderness and compassion.
I will hold you with tenderness and compassion.
I promise to be giving and forgiving,
I promise to be giving and forgiving,
to make you laugh
to make you laugh,
and to laugh at myself.
and to laugh at myself.
I will trust and value your opinions.
I will trust and value your opinions.
I promise to choose you
I promise to choose you
this day and every day,
this day and every day,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
You will now seal your vows as you give and receive your rings. May I have the rings?
I forgot the rules already.
Thank you. The ring brings to both of you the rich tradition of connectedness. As you give and receive your rings, promise that you will wear your rings well, letting them reconnect you each to the other every time you sense their presence on your fingers. Colin, as you give your ring to Holly, share these words with her, please, as you repeat them after me. And you can pick up that ring and place it on her finger. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give to you all that I am
as I give to you all that I am
and accept from you
and accept from you
all that you are.
all that you are.
And Holly, in the same way as you give your ring to Colin, share these words with him. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give to you all that I am
as I give to you all that I am
and accept from you
and accept from you
all that you are.
all that you are.
Today we say that you are joining hands in marriage, and as you now take each other's hands, I offer this blessing by an unknown author. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Now, Holly and Colin, I want you to take a moment to look around at the people out there. Yes, wipe the tears, but then look. Look at who is here to celebrate you both. And also imagine the faces of those who stayed home to help keep this celebration safe. Really see these people with your eyes and in your mind. See the faces of those who love and support you. See the hearts full of care for your new family and feel the gratitude and joy they have for you both. And to all of you who are gathered here in person or who are watching later or virtually, you are joining in because you love and support Holly and Colin. You are their community, and your participation shows your blessing and celebration of the love these two are proclaiming. And they can't do this alone. They need family and friends. They need mentors and peers, people to talk with and to cry with, people to share laughter with and ask advice of. So I ask all of you who are here, do you pledge to support Holly and Colin on their journey forward?
We do!
Thank you. And Holly and Colin, I now offer a blessing over you. May the love that you share give you strength. May the life that you share bring you joy. May the dreams that you share bring you hope. May the faith that you share bring you peace. And wherever you are in your journey through life, may your hearts always find their way home to each other. And may the blessing of God, who is love, gives love, and sustains us through love, be with you all along the way. For as much as Colin and Holly have made this solemn covenant of marriage before God and this gathering, I declare them to be husband and wife as authorized by the Commonwealth of Virginia in the name of God. Colin and Holly, you may now kiss your spouse. And it is my joy and honor to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Motin. Thank you so much for all of you being here. And as Colin and Holly and the wedding party take some photos, they invite you to enjoy cocktail hour over in the greenhouse. So please make your way in that direction, and they will be there to celebrate with you when it is time.